Hi, my name is Chad, and behind me is my 2014 Chevy Express van that I live in. I did convert the inside. We're gonna take a tour of that. I'm gonna show you the generator setup, the motorcycle setup on the back. I've had this van 6 years, bought it in Niagara Falls when I was living up there about 6 years ago. Drove it to Los Angeles, lived in it out there for a while, and then lived in it on and off, and have traveled all over the country with this van. And I shot a lot of the YouTube channel, my other channel, The Boating Diaries. So if you go on YouTube, search The Boating Diaries, Chad Luquette, The Boating Diaries, you'll see the boat. And to film that channel, I use the motorcycle and the van a lot in the filming of that. So if you haven't already, hit like and subscribe. I'm gonna be doing some traveling in the van, so that's kind of what this channel is gonna be about. It's just sort of filming some of my trips. I'm in Mount Airy, North Carolina right now. And I was out in Los Angeles for a little bit and was living in the van out there. And so then I came out here to North Carolina. Let me grab the GoPro and we'll walk around the van. I'll show you what I use the motorcycle for, how I got my van set up, and maybe it'll give you some ideas if you're looking to live in a van, if you do travel in a van. It'll maybe give you some ideas of stuff I did that might work for you. And one of the things you can already see is I covered the windows with this reflective. All right, so it's a Chevy Express 2014 1500. I do have overload springs on it. So in addition to the stock springs, I got overload springs because I do haul my motorcycle. I've got my electric bike. I tried a few different places to keep it. Right now, it seems to be better on the back. I did have it inside in here at one point. I kept it here folded because it does fold up, but then it just created too much clutter inside of the van. So I keep it, then I had it on top of the van with a ratchet strap chained down, but then trying to get it on and off the van, I got to get on top of the roof of the van to try to get it off of there. So I took it off of there. I just keep it on the back. I'm at Mount Airy right now. This is the Greenway bike path. And so this is a great electric bike to take out here on the bike path. And the Greenway bike path goes around the city of Mount Airy, North Carolina. And so the motorcycle is great because I can leave the van parked. It's a DR 650, so plenty of power to go anywhere on the highway or anywhere you want to go, 650. So that's great because I can leave the van parked. Like if I just want to leave my van parked right here, I can leave it parked and then I can get on the motorcycle, boom, off the ramp and go ride anywhere I want to ride. So I don't have to keep starting the van and moving the van every time I need to go somewhere. So it allows me to park in remote areas like I'm parked right now. And you'll see more. Generator's up on top. You can see the generator up there. That's a Predator 3500. And that runs the air conditioner, which is in the back of my van right here, just through the back door, and some more reflective on the windows. In fact, I want to do the whole doors. You want to keep as much sun off your van. It's a metal box. So you want insulation, and you want to keep the sun off the van, especially out west, like if you're in Arizona or something. So, one thing, we'll go up on top, look at the generator real quick, because I did make some modifications to that you may want to see. So just jump up here real quick. Okay, and on the generator, what I did was I bought this little fuel pump right here, and I've got a 10-gallon tank set up, an external tank, because the Predator 3500 only holds about 2.5 gallons, I think. So that's got 10 gallons, and then, so what I did was I just wired the fuel pump to the generator out of the 12-volt DC output right here. And so when I start the generator, the 12-volt DC turns on, which turns the pump on, the electric pump, 12-volt electric pump. And that's about a 3 PSI pump I got off Amazon, and I run inland fuel filter here, and I've got one on the other side, another one of those inland fuel filters, just going to the carburetor. So that's great because now I've got lots of gas. I can fill that tank and stay parked and start and stop the generator and not have to keep refilling it or chugging gas cans. Motorcycle's real easy to come off. Just a couple ratchet straps. It's a little more work with the electric bike on here because I got a chain, but you can take the bike off here in 5 minutes. Once you do it once or twice, it just rolls off this ramp. So, all right, we'll take a look at the van, the inside here. I keep some tools. I gotta siphon any gas from my motorcycle into a gas can for the generator. I can use that for just various pliers, WD-40, more tools. You'll want tools to work on your equipment. And here's a look on the inside of the van. So just a Chevy Express. The AC works good. Everything in the van works real well. I keep a fire extinguisher. So these are some of the things I was talking about when I might give you some ideas for your van is, as you can see, I keep a fire extinguisher here. So if there's a fire, my extinguisher, it's not laying on the floor. It's not behind a seat. It's right where I can get to it. I keep it right up here on the dash. And I think this is a good place for it. I got one right here. If there's a fire, I can grab it real quick and extinguish a flame. And so for garbage, I just use a bucket. And then I've got a 200 amp hour lithium battery. This I got off Amazon. It's a Power Queen, and I got the Power Queen 40 amp charger for it. And this thing has been a workhorse, this 200 amp hour battery. It runs the refrigerator, which we'll go see that in a minute. I got a 2000 watt inverter. This is where I sleep right here. So that's a Millard trifold mattress, and it just folds out here the length of the van, and this is where I sleep. This is what I use for a little table. A 5-gallon bucket works great. So when I'm sitting in the van and I've got this here, I just pretty much use it as a table. I can set stuff here, eat, a drink, you know, if I want to set a drink here. So this is real life. This is how I live in my van. Of course, I can go from the front to the back. I got it all set up here. And we'll take another look at this side of the van first. I got some drawers, which just sort of have miscellaneous junk drawers and stuff like that. This bottom shelf just has oil, things like that on it. It's kind of dark in my van. I only have the lights up here. I have it wired for the lights in the back, but I didn't put the lights up yet. I got the microwave over here, food storage, canned food, stuff like that. So this is just mostly storage, shelving storage for food. And at the bottom, I've got my oil for the generator, antifreeze, and stuff like that. This is the original shelf. This was an electrician van when I bought it. This is the original electrical shelf that was in the van from the factory. We'll go over the interior here, so what this material is and how I did it in a minute. In the back of the van, very back, I got tools. Pretty much that's all tools. I've got impact gun, bottle jacks. You see a big Craftsman socket set. So I can fix and repair anything on this van. I've got the tools to pull the tires, jacks, and the impact gun and tools, sockets to pull the tires, change brakes, change anything. I can fix anything on this van if it breaks. Okay, here's the window AC in the back. And like I say, it is very dark in here right now. Refrigerator, Icyco, dual zone. So it's a dual zone refrigerator. And then this is where I do most of my cooking. This is a air fryer, a Cuisinart, the air fryer and oven, and it's a grill. So I can set it to the grill function. I cook burgers, steaks. You can see I did not clean in here before making this video. And then I haven't even used this thing in a long time, but if I gotta heat up some pasta water or something, I use that. Mostly my hot water all comes from this here. So got it at Walmart, Hamilton Beach, and it sits on this. And I just turn on the inverter right here. And that's how I make hot water for instant coffee. Yeah, so what the interior of this van, you're gonna see kind of like a woof pattern in here. I insulated the van, so I bought insulation, almost like reflective, but not a reflective. Here's some of it here. Here, like this. You can see like some of this kind of insulation. See, I got it. It don't hold any moisture. You know, here's a piece I got. A piece of it right here. Don't hold any moisture, and it's very flexible, so it will form. You see, it'll form to the body of the van. This is just a spare piece I had stuck up there. Pretty much what it is. It forms to the body. And I used a 3M spray adhesive. And I did the whole van first, the ceiling, the walls, everything in that insulation with a 3M spray adhesive, and did the whole van in that. These are just some blankets that I bought off Amazon. They were about 45 bucks a piece. And it took me 3 blankets, and I glued the blankets to the inside of the van. And that's how I made this interior in here, is by gluing these blankets up. You can see I did the back of the van, so the whole van's got this dark wolf theme. And I still want to do the front of the van. I just haven't done it yet. And so that's kind of a look at my van. I did the sliding door also, you can see. See with this wolf theme on there. It's glued up to the door. And so that's kind of what all this carpet along the wall is, and what I've got. So that's my appliances, my air fryer, oven, and a grill. This thing is all in one unit. This thing's great. So to run this, I start the generator. That's why I got a 3,500 watt generator. That generator will run the 40 amp charger over here for the battery. It'll run the air fryer and the AC at the same time. So I do most of my cooking in here. Burgers, frozen burgers, everything. Everything gets cooked in here, just about. And you see my refrigerator, Icy Cold Dual Zone, the 60 quart. I believe that one is a 60 quart. And so it's great. Keep cold water, all kinds of frozen foods in there. And absolutely, if you're going to be in your van full time, having a full size refrigerator, freezer is great. And microwave there, that's for that. Now, washing in water, I've just got a pump style. And so I've got a just 5-gallon jug, and I got a couple more. You see one over here, a 5-gallon jug. You got a few in the back there. And that's kind of my storage. That's how I wash my hands. You can see that's where I do my dishes. So that's kind of how that's all set up. And so the van's heavily insulated. And you want insulation in your van because it's a metal box. Your van is a metal box. So without insulation, it's going to be freezing cold in the winter, and it's going to be hot as a rock in the summer. It's going to be like an oven. So you'll be surprised. Sometimes this van, I've got so much insulation. I did like 2 layers of insulation in here, and then the blankets. So, and we'll take a look at the roof. I'll show you the roof, what I did up there. Sometimes you'll be in the sun. It'll be cooler in the van than outside in the sun. So you can sit in here and you're like in a cozy, cool kind of area. And so we'll take a look at the roof. Oh, here real quick. I've got one of the Chinese diesel heaters. It works pretty good. It's not perfect, but it works pretty good. Here. And then I've got a solar panel, a flexible solar panel that I have affixed down up here. That's hooked to the starting battery. So sometimes, to use the door locks and put the windows up and down, you're using battery power. So this helps keep, that's a 100-watt panel, helps keep that charged. And then I just got these, which help out a little bit. These 200-watt panels here that fold and come down. Now I also did the roof in this reflective. So I did the roof to keep the sun off the roof of the van with the reflective. And that helps a lot, keeping the sun off the roof of the van. And then that's my motorcycle ramp, and I keep everything chained and locked. So that is a look at my van. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed taking a tour of my van. If you haven't, hit like and subscribe. I'm gonna be taking some video of some of my van trips. Like I say, I'm in Mount Airy, North Carolina, which is near the Virginia and North Carolina line outside of Charlotte. And I was just over here on the Greenway bike trail, which runs around the city. So I had my electric bike out today, and that was a really nice ride. What a beautiful trail that is. So having a bike with you on your van is really nice, because you can stop and you can take the bike trails and get some exercise than just sitting in the van. It gets you out of the van. Anyway, so I hope you liked the tour of my van. Hit like and subscribe. I'll make another video again. Thanks for watching.